Get started on recording the verses. We may not have time to do that today, but
students have taken advantage of the knowledge and resources provided through an enrichment program in only 4 schools in Leon County. In the year 2004, Bellevue Middle School became one of them. The program is called REMIX. REMIX is primarily a music production program sponsored by Terrence McNeil's Horizons program. REMIX specializes in providing resources and insight to students interested in the music industry.
This area is our production area, our pre-production setup, where the students can use the keyboard here, the computer here to create different sequences. We've got a set of drums here that they can also use. We've recorded with the drums. We actually had a drum corps here, African drum corps here last year, and the students really love to do that from time to time. So from here, they're able to produce their own music through the computer, where we use several computer production programs, and with this equipment here, they're able to make a pretty nice, decent production track. And we have used several of their original tracks to record and create new music with. Here is basically just a setup where we can review music. Quite often we review videos dealing with music. They've looked at different tutorials on professional video making. They've seen concerts where they're able to just kind of gauge how performances are done, teaching them stage presence, that type of thing. They've also created many movies, so they love to review the work that they've done in video here at this station. This is the Mac here we use as an internet station where they're able to do different research on, where they're able to just kind of use some of the computers, existing equipment like iMovie and GarageBand, things like that, where they're able to just kind of continue their creative process. But this is mainly an internet workstation where they can print out information such as their artist research projects and things of that nature. And here at our video station, what they do, they're able to use video footage that they've created. Of course, we have the green screen here where they're able to video, and with the use of this screen, of course, they can place images behind them, that type of thing. Once they get those images, they then can place them into this computer where we have the ability to edit video and also even burn it down to a DVD. So we have some pretty decent capabilities here where we're able to really use some of the technology to really kind of show our kids how it's done. And to really create some really good projects. So they're able to be involved in several different projects. Of course, we have piano. We have several students that do play the piano and keyboard. So we have this station here available for them as well. So we try to make it a really nice interactive experience where the students can be involved in a great number of different projects. And somewhere in this room, a student will find an interest because, like I said, they can produce music, they can record music, they can write songs, they can study what it takes to create a good project, the engineering process, if you will. They're able to edit video, be on air or in front of the camera type personalities, be behind the scenes on the camera. Any of those things they can find themselves involved in. So I just feel like any student who comes in and has any interest in music or entertainment or anything of that sort will find a home here and find a place where they can grow and excel. It's actually a joy to be able to bring this program to these students. I remember being young and being very much interested in music, singing myself and rapping and all types of things that we did as kids that we just did amongst ourselves. But I think it's an excellent thing that we're able to put this in this school where they'll be able to experience it on a more professional level. We can actually work on honing their talents as young musicians, as young songwriters, young performers, and even in exposing them to the technical aspects of it. So I really feel fortunate to be able to give them that and to be able to kind of pass my joy, my passion along to them.
Reality check. We don't need the diamonds around our neck, diamonds around our neck. See, this is life more than ice. No, let me say it twice. This is life more than ice. So we don't really need it. So get like Michael Jackson and beat it, because this is life, how you live it. This ain't no skit.
The reason we named this program Remix is because we want to give them reality, give them what is really true. And if they can make music that is good, that listens and that sounds like the music that they listen to, but give it that real, honest reality where they write from their heart and they speak from their own true experiences, then I feel like that remix or that change in modern music culture is something that they can embrace and something that will help them, their community, their families, generations to come.
It's like I can really express myself through my music, and it's like I can be productive instead of like being out there. Like if I was at home, I'd probably be somewhere outside or somewhere, probably getting in trouble.
Well, I thought Bellevue was quite an important program to establish here because of the community that these students come from, the communities that these students come from, the background of the students, and the influence that music has on these particular students. And I believe it's the same with middle schools in various parts of the country, all around the world.
And on the ad-libs, I want you to make up for where you dropped off on the end of the first three. So we're going to do ad-libs. You know, you can ad-lib in the first part of it, but heavier in the end so we can finish that way, or at least just finish that verse.
And I feel that if we implement programs like this, then we have an opportunity to stand between what the students are being taught through modern music culture and what we can actually teach them as educators.
All right, again, let's double that.
Yeah. More than ice and rims, and you ready to go. You can't hide that pride deep down inside. Playboy, you ready to know. And if you hot with the truth and you got the juice of the sun and you ready to ride, what are you ready to do in the name of truth? What the world might do for a lie. This song is about like life basically, and how everybody wants to floss and have ice and stuff like that, but you gotta realize that to get all that you gotta have money, and with no education you don't have money. So that's basically what it is.
It's refreshing to hear them go home and come back with some lyrics that, you know, express, you know, a complete coherent thought against, you know, shining out and bling blinging and everything. So, you know, I think this is a decent song. I feel like a lot of kids can learn from this song, you know, and just kind of understand that, hey, you can be cool, you can be trendy, you can be whatever, you know, but at the same time, just know where your values are. Know what type of values you have.
You can't hide that pride deep down inside. Playboy, you ready to know. And if you hot with the truth and you got the juice of the sun, then you ready to ride. What are you ready to do in the name of truth? What the world might do for a lie. Silver and gold, princess and getting your teeth mold. What about the homeless that gotta wear the same clothes? Hold up. Time for a reality check. We don't need a diamonds round the neck, diamonds round the neck. This is life, more than ice.
It takes a lot of patience, because you got to make sure that you have everything right and everything working with from the engineering all the way to the last little piece of music. You got to make sure that you have it in order. If you don't have it in order, then it'll all just go down. And trust me, you don't want that to happen. Trust me.
Actually, a few have expressed interest in doing the recording aspect of it. And that's the great thing about it, because it's almost as if we are a mini label here, because we allow different people to do different things. They love to take part in it, the music recording process. They like when they make a new track that they think is real hot, or if they hear a song or a lyric that is really nice, and they love to use, you know, clever ways of making their own lyric and their own personality stand out on a recording. And so I feel like they really, really get into it.
No matter what they say, no matter what they do, I know that you can make it through. When you pass, you owe it to the ones who only just begun. I know that you can help them pass.
All right, okay, working with a little something now. So what you think? What you think about this? What do you think? It was what? It was good. Any comments? What do you think? All right, Kiana has a comment. So you like it? Okay. Because I feel like, okay, Kiana and Stephanie's voices kind of high range. You kind of bring it in, kind of blend it together a little bit. I think, I don't know, we might need some male vocals on there as well. So Jamel says he can't do his, but David Miller, hi. You interested in maybe recording? Okay. So maybe we can put David on that. In the meanwhile, we're gonna go over the verse so we can get started on recording the verses. We may not have time to do that today, but next time we'll record that verse that's on the board and this verse. Well, that verse is on the board, is right here. So Stephanie and Kiana, I guess you guys can just kind of look at this verse while we're recording Dave. All right. This verse right here, that part right there. So, yeah, it's on the board as well out there. It's a joy for me to watch them, you know, as they experience this type of thing, and you know, just seeing the look on their faces when they listen back. If they record something and they come back and sit down and listen to it, and just